GI. Got here, Javelin. Oh, okay, I can actually switch that off now. Because I don't really want to use this Javelin on this guy. Just don't have any ammo for it. Maybe I just use the Raptor or something instead. The Widow. Ah, fuck it, use that. Since we're still spec'd for I don't get headshot damage with it, but hey, at least we can still get a decent amount of damage out of it. Once we fight Reapers, and then we get bloody Ravagers that just sponge everything. Theory crafting is so sexy. Oh, like build crafting. Yeah, like crunching numbers and planning a build out. It can be fun, but it can also be heartbreaking when you find out the build is not that good. I mean, just taking this game for example. Remember theory crafting a build for the Battlefield 3 Soldier, thinking like, hey, Carnage to prime, frag grenades to detonate, decent fire combo class? Question mark? No, it wasn't. And to go for meta builds, mid-maxing. I mean, mid-max. Depends on the game as well. Like, I had like a theory crafted build for Fallout 2, and that's been working pretty well. So I kind of changed directions at level 21. Went for a different perk than I intended. But and I'm kind of on the fence about it. I'm kind of wishing I had Stonewall, but hey, it's what it is. You can tell the measure of a good, like, not even just role playing game, but a good game that has like different builds. Because you can have a game like let's say BioShock, for example. Like, you can play that game in quite a lot of different ways, use different plasmids and tonics. But it's not a role playing game. It's just a game where you have different builds, right? You know, I think of other examples, but any game that has like character builds is always nice. And like the measure of a good game with those kind of mechanics is how many times you can play through the game, and how many like different ways to play there is without it being too like, oh shit, I picked the wrong build, I have to restart, like, you know. But see, the thing with the build in Fallout 2 is like, it can either be like really fun or just come to complete shit. Like, there's no middle area, because that's the thing with a turn-based combat game where you're playing a melee character and you're against a load of like gun-toting enemies. How the fuck are those bees still alive? Outriders is decent in that aspect. Yeah, there's like the thing is though of Outriders, and the Outriders is still a fun game. No matter how even though it's dead as Diane, it's still a fun game. you can build a shitload of ways and have fun and have a viable build as long as you have the legendaries to back it up, which kind of is a problem into itself, not having the legendaries. But when the Outriders came out, the way you unlocked loot by getting the fastest times, which forced a meta. Like if you weren't doing a speed, like you had to use the overpowered meta builds to get the fastest time. So all the fun builds like the cryo, snap, like can't remember the name of the thing. The one with, you know, if you go for like a gadget build on the Technomancer with the ice and the fix-it and the turrets, like, yeah, it's a fun build, but you're not going to be getting the highest damage, and if you don't get that high damage, you're going to get kicked from the lobby, and then you're going to spend like another 10 minutes waiting to join somebody and join another laggy lobby, which is like halfway through progress, and you have to run the entire distance of the level. Yeah, I don't understand the. It's not. They were treating it like it was a nightfall from Destiny, but it's like it had an identity crisis. Didn't know if it wanted to be Borderlands or Destiny, so it kind of went in the middle and failed. It should. I think it would have been better as a live service game, honestly. That lag. It don't even like. Not even like. It don't matter where you're from. Like the connection of that game is so busted. Unless you're like playing with somebody that's in the same country as you, like there's no chance. But if you're playing matchmake, it's like the game intentionally matches you up with like people on the other side of the planet. It's so weird. Like even when the game first came out, you know, you search for a game and it's like, yep, here you go, have fun on that American host, or South American host, or whatever. Like fucking can't fathom it. Yeah. I said I only had the only time I had a good connection was when I was playing with Cookie, or well, Boskman. Boskman needed to upgrade his computer before his host became decent, because he had the internet, he just didn't have the processor. Because I think his internet speed was being bottlenecked by his hardware. And the end game was mostly solo. I mean, you had to. I still never finished that. Well, did I? No, I did. I did finish it, but I'd never. But I didn't solo. I didn't get. I remember when I was playing that, I was like grinding to get all the challenges done, because it was fun for what it was. I was playing it enough to want to get all the challenges, but the fucking fact that I was like, okay, you have to get all the legendaries for every class and all the weapons, and then you have to solo every map, and it was like, dude, this game's barely alive to. It can't justify this. And they had that free update with the 4 extra levels, which was good. It's welcome. Too little, too late though. What the hell was that? I just like lost all my health and shields in like one fucking go. Get off. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. I mean, the update was really good. It should have come out a month after the game came out. the problem with you know, I've said this many times on stream, and It's the fact that no matter how many times people can fly, you know, patch the game and tried their best to fix stuff, they... Really? How does that snap? I don't even know that this thing exists. Do a reboot and fix the storyline. I wish they just... The storyline, like, I don't know what the fuck that was. Like, the amount of times they introduced a character, and it was like, oh, this... And they gave these characters like the air of, oh, this is gonna be a big player. Look at the angry bitch that you meet 20 years later. Like they keep introducing characters to do nothing. Like Seth does fuck all. He's like the fucking emo guy. You think he was gonna, you know, he gets fucking killed. Geeky guy in the prologue, he dies immediately. Like, was literally like, you know what? Fuck it. Give us Outriders 2, but set it during the time skip. You know, when you're like get frozen. I want a game that takes place during those like 20 years or whatever the hell it was. 20, 30 years. That's more intriguing. I don't want to hear about what the fuck happened and why everything's shit. I want to see everything go to shit. People losing their gear. Every time the socials be like, yeah, we're gonna patch this, and this, and it was met with fuck you, ha ha ha. You shit, give up, lol, game dead. Why are you trying? I always hate that about the fan base. I'm not even fan base. You can't even call them fans, but like gamers on social media, like they love to just throw lol dead game like as a people on social media. Like devs are trying their best, you know. It's like if you go to, it's not like, you know, imagine like a real life situation where like some guy goes up to a nursing home and he's watching these nurses take care of the old and feeble in their like 80s and 90s, you know, and then the guy in the corner stood in the room going, lol, dead grandma, lol, dead man, lol, dead girl. Like, fuck. Why do we do that with games? But you know, there's a reason we don't do that with humans. Why should we do that with games? Like, with people are trying, you know. Fuck. There was a lot of potential. The slavery part, there was a lot of shit like fuck, the Andromeda hate. Oh yeah, love that. Love seeing that on Facebook. It's like, yeah, we've got a new character coming out on multiplayer. Hope you enjoy. And it's like, fuck you. We want single player DLC, even though none of us like the single player. Hey, Corrupt, firing up the live stream. Talking about Outriders and how it failed, and the toxicity of mankind on social media, going all LOL dead game. Wasn't in development for 5 years. What, Andromeda or Outriders? Andromeda was in development for 7. Well, I think it was in development for 7 years, but the amount of like, yeah, but snow butts and restarts and figuring out the engine and figuring out who's actually playing it, who's actually making it. I think it ended up being like a 1.5 year. Like it's like people procrastinating and doing a rush job within less than a year. $18 months. It's not that bad. But for building it from the game ground up, though, it's not like, you know, Fallout New Vegas, where it's like, but they had 18 months and they're using someone else's engine. said, the thing is, it's like we had a thing is, it's like we had a demo. It was getting patched. It was getting supported. There was feedback. Like they tried to prevent this. They tried to not make a shit show. Like there was a genuine effort, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Fucking what's his name? John McMuscles. Like, does he have a Outriders "What Happened" video? that'll be a thing to watch in the future. Oh, was it Matt McMuscles? John I don't know where I got John from. Again. I mean, it just felt like Andromeda, but without the jetpacks. You know, free powers, those skill trees. It was like a hybrid between Andromeda and Destiny. But there wasn't really any like vertical aspects. You know, it was all. You know, you didn't jump or anything like that. It was all rolling. The gameplay is good. They're just incompetent. Yeah. Which is, I mean, you're not wrong, Krabs. I just think we need to acknowledge the fact, like, people need to acknowledge the fact that they were actually trying. It's not like they were being dickhead. Like, you know, you look at, like, Bethesda and EA and Activision, who are, like, actively trying to rip off their customers, and you got these, you know, people can fly in Square Enix that, you know, like, okay, we've something's going wrong, we need to fix it, you know, like, just because, I mean, they tried, but they didn't, you know. I just think we shouldn't hold them to the same, like, disregard as like some of the bigger corporations, you know. Wave 10. Ooh. Where's it going? Oh, it's going that way. Alright, no worries. Are you already live? In case you guys didn't know, me and Corrupt are gonna join forces and do a little dual stream, but he's been dealing with some stuff, so we're on wave 10 now. You know what? Crossing the swords, yeah. So mine's like a toothpick. He's got like the Zweihander, Dragon Slayer, Berserk, Mega Buster, whatever the fuck. Oh shit! He closed the distance quickly. Turned away for a split second. Turkey neck. I have a turkey neck. Is that? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, sorry. Discount scab. To the old fella. Yeah. Oh, even. Right there. View. Where is he? Alright. Let's back out and team up with Corrupt and see how that goes. I feel like we should be doing it on his. I know. I could just play exclusively as the Juggernaut and hope for the best, but I feel like I should play on his host because he's probably going to get more pugs. What do I have left to complete? Well, you can always use the command N7 Ash, or I'll just show you now. It always helps. Got Blood Pack, Commando, and Machine, and currently working on Machine, which is not too far. Pretty close. Got 2 more matches with the GI. That's not too bad. Tallymancers. Commando's 90%. It is pretty handy. Oh, I don't know why I'm typing. It's not like I'm talking to Metal Mickey. Right, no worries, Galaxy. I am, like I said, I am going to be joining Corrupt. It's not like I'm not finished for the day. I'm just joining up with N7 Corrupt. So obviously, if there's space, slip on in still. Goes for anybody really. Don't know if he's in his chat or not. Post the memes. Obviously, let's just take a second to open up stream element, stream chat. He's still on the starting screen, so we'll go on the old chat bot and the timer. Let's have a look, multi promo, and N7 Corrupt. That should work, right?
I made a mistake!
A mistake? Fucking hope not. There you go, that works. See the best of both worlds. You can be like Twitch version of Hannah Montana. Or something. Alright, let's buy some packs.